Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping back by. I am Tia, and today I am reviewing the 7 Virtues Peace Blend box. Now this has 7 perfumes, as the name is 7 Virtues, but it does have 7 mini perfumes in here. And what I liked was the stance that the 7 Virtues company has taken. They've got the story on the back where it says, these perfumes build peace. They provide dignity and meaningful employment in communities rebuilding after war or strife. That is a wonderful mission, which is why even though I'm not a fan of all of the fragrances, I'm very glad to support their company in those missions. So if you think you might like one of these, it's a small price to pay to know that this is going very ethically to others who have done an honest day's work to pay them fairly. So something to keep in mind. The Peace Blend box, as it says on the front, it has ethically sourced natural, organic, and fair trade essential oils. And you can create your own perfume by pairing 2 of them together. Full disclosure, I have not tried the pairing yet. I smelled each of them on their own. Couple I like, couple I didn't. But according to this, these scents are best for lifting spirits, awakening and energizing, providing calm and balance, reducing tension, and meditating. I can see that. I can see that. So this is the box, of course. It's a paper box, something that would be very easy to recycle, biodegradable, of course. And here is the set. I'm going to handle this very carefully because this is also paper and these do not fit snugly enough for me to make any sudden moves. So on this side, we have the countries that the 7 Virtues sources its ingredients from for these particular perfumes, as well as the scents that come from each of those countries. They have all of the details here. So the countries for this box include Haiti, Israel, Rwanda, Madagascar, Iran, Afghanistan, and India, which is nice. And like it says, the communities here are rebuilding after war and strife. So many of the places that I just named, you can probably think of a natural disaster or some sort of war that has affected them in the past 10 to 15 years. Those communities are still trying to rebuild after that. So the 7 Virtues buys their ingredients from those communities, like it says, to ensure that there is meaningful and fair employment for the people who do this sort of work. Now let's get on to these fragrances. So again, 7 fragrances, 7 Virtues. This is the Peace Blend box. So you have Orange Blossom, Rose Amber, Vetiver Elemi, Grapefruit Lime, Patchouli Citrus, Jasmine Neroli, and Vanilla Woods. I've sprayed them all on little papers so that I can do a quick sniff as I tell you about them and kind of remind myself of whether I like it or not. I should have done a checklist, but sorry. All of the details to this will be in the description box as well, including links directly to the 7 Virtues website so that you can check out more information on them. So the first fragrance is the Orange Blossom, and it's sourced from Afghanistan. And this particular perfume helps protect girls from forced marriage. So here's my Orange Blossom paper. And on first sniff, this is actually nice. If you like florals, this is very floral. It is sweet, so even though it's floral, you do have that orange note to it. It does remind me of the smell of oranges, but definitely a floral orange. So this is nice. I like it. It's something that I would say, because again, I didn't pair them, I would say would be really good for the spring and summer. It's a nice going out scent. I like it. Would I buy a full-size bottle? Maybe, especially if I wore it several times and I got really good compliments on it, I might be willing to invest in a bottle of this. So Orange Blossom from Afghanistan. The next product is the Rose Amber, also from Afghanistan. And the farmers for this particular perfume earn twice the income growing rose instead of illegal poppy crops. So that's very interesting. Actually, I've read these before, but as I'm rereading them, I forgot what some of the blurbs were. But it's nice to know that they can get paid more to grow rose than to grow poppy, which can be converted into opium and other illegal substances. So here's the Rose Amber. And I hate it. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. You definitely smell the rose and the amber. To me, it has a kind of dated smell. The amber is very strong, and rose is, a lot of people think of rose as a soft scent, and it can be. This one is not. So it's a strong rose and a strong amber. They do go pretty well together, but I don't like the scent. I could not envision myself wearing this, not paired with anything else or alone. I can't imagine it. But, so of course I wouldn't buy a full-size bottle. If I were to recommend this to someone, it makes me think of autumn, the season of autumn, and it makes me think of someone very mature, over the age of 65 to 75, which is mature, but I'm thinking, you know, in that range. This does not smell like a scent I would expect on someone under the age of 60. It's not bad. I just think that there's a certain level of gravitas that's needed to take this perfume and really rock it. And I just don't see a lot of younger people who embody that. So that's just my personal opinion. If you're young and you like it, go for it. You know, it's perfume. Wear what you like, but I wouldn't wear this. To me, it has a kind of aged smell. It definitely smells vintage. I'll put it like that. It has a vintage smell. I love vintage stuff, but one area where I haven't tiptoed too much is into vintage scent, because it can date you, and it can make you seem older than you are. So rose amber, no, not so much. But a good mission. I like what they're doing with that. The next one is Vetiver Elemi, and it says this perfume helps sustain farmlands devastated by the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. So, yeah, I remember when that earthquake happened in 2010, and I knew that the community there was still rebuilding. It's just kind of interesting to see that in print, because it's been, as of this video, 11 years, and they're still trying to rebuild from that earthquake. It's so devastating. But they, the ingredients sourced from Haiti help to support that mission. So let's smell the Vetiver Elemi. This is another one that's kind of dated smelling. I don't hate it. I've smelled perfumes that have some of these elements in it, but they're not anything extremely modern or recent. This is definitely reminds me of some scents from the 80s and 90s. The vetiver was strong during those years from what I recall. But I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't buy a full-size bottle of it. I'll use this up, and I'll see if I can continue to find instances where this is an appropriate smell for the event or for the occasion, but I'm not a fan. So far we got 2 no's and 1 possible. The next scent is Grapefruit Lime from Israel and Iran, and it says this perfume promotes peace. That is extremely vague, but let's smell it and see what it is. Let's see. Grapefruit Lime. I like this. You can definitely smell the citrus, which is really nice. The citrus comes through very clearly. However, oh, did you see that? The ink bled through because I sprayed right on the lettering. Okay, so this, despite the fact that it's citrus, it definitely takes a kind of masculine turn. It does not, it's not citrus and floral. It's definitely citrus and some other element that I'm almost musk. Almost musk? Yeah. It's citrus with some musk in it. It's nice though, but I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't wear it. I would finish this spray happily. So I'm not against the spray. I think it smells really nice. I think that this would be a really good scent if I had to pick a season. Oh, I didn't tell you a season for Vetiver Elemi. Let me go back to that real quick. This is anytime. This doesn't smell too heavy for the spring and summer, and it doesn't smell too light for fall and winter. This is truly an all year round scent. This Grapefruit Lime, this could carry you through most of the year too. Definitely appropriate during the summer where citrus notes are very popular. Springtime would be fine as well. But the musk undertones with it, that's what's making me think this is just an any season fragrance. But it's nice. this box doesn't say that these, and you know, of course, perfume is perfume or cologne is cologne. No matter your gender, wear what you like. But this I could see being a frequently pursued or frequently purchased scent for someone who doesn't like florals and softer notes. This has some base to it, which is surprising because it is a citrus, but it smells nice. It smells like a guy, actually, to me, but it's nice and I would wear it. I actually like some men's fragrances and have worn them before. This reminds me of a men's fragrance and I would definitely wear it. I just wouldn't buy a full-size bottle of it. So we've gone through 4. 3 are no's, 1 is a possible, but we've got 3 left, so we'll see how it goes. So this next one is the Patchouli Citrus from Rwanda. And this patchouli harvest gives widows and adult orphans their economic independence. What an amazing mission. And I especially like that because we know about how Rwanda suffered in the 90s with war. So let's talk about this Patchouli Citrus. This is surprisingly nice. Let me rephrase that. I like patchouli, not on me, but I like it as a note in my candles. So patchouli's fine, but this I like because the citrus brightens the patchouli up enough. Sometimes patchouli strikes me as a little bit grimy because it's an earthy scent. I hate to say grimy, but that's what it is. But this citrus brightens it up just enough to make it kind of fresh. This is unisex. Men, women, anybody could wear this and it wouldn't lean heavily in either direction. Definitely an anytime, any season scent. Oddly, I would be willing to buy a small bottle. I wouldn't invest in a huge bottle of this. I guess I could say the same about the Orange Blossom. I'd invest in a small bottle. But yeah, this is nice. If you like something a little woody and earthy, but still having some bright notes, Patchouli Citrus, that could be a good one. The next one is the Jasmine Neroli from India. And it says this perfume provides assistance, financial assistance that supports agriculture. So Jasmine Neroli, let's take a whiff. Okay, I'm going to, full disclosure here. I sprayed these a while ago, like maybe an hour ago in preparation for this video. And when I first sprayed them, I was off-put by 5 out of 7. Now that I'm going back through and smelling it as they settled onto these pieces of paper, I don't hate them all. So if that tells you anything, it's don't judge the scent until you really smell it and give it a chance, because these may not hit you right when you first smell them, but they may settle in beautifully on you. So if you're off put by the initial smell, definitely do a swatch, you know, or do a spritz test on your skin. If you're off put by the initial smell, don't completely write it off yet. Give it a little time. You might like it better. This Jasmine Neroli is actually really pretty. I didn't like it when I initially smelled it, but this smells really nice. Of course, all of the missions are good, but this one, okay, I think I found my first that I would buy a big bottle of, the Jasmine Neroli. That's nice. I would have to put it on me, though, which is why I'm glad I got this kit, because I can try it on me and see how the scents play out over a day. According to some of the reviews that I read, I'd already smelled them, and then I read the reviews. A lot of people say some of these scents last and last and last, which makes it a great buy for you if you do invest either in the kit or in a big bottle. So that's that. The Jasmine Neroli, I'd buy a big bottle of. So far we're at 3 no's, 2 maybes, and 1 yes, which is the Jasmine. The 2 maybes are the Orange Blossom and the Grapefruit Lime. Maybe a small bottle for those. The Jasmine Neroli, I'd probably be willing to buy a big bottle. That definitely leans a little more feminine, but it would be interesting to smell a man wearing this. A man could wear this. Actually, to be fair, most of these scents have a very unisex tilt, but this could be really nice on a guy. So if you're kind of unsure, Yes, it's jasmine, but the floral is not as girly as other florals. That floral has some heft to it. So that's something to think about. The last scent is Vanilla Woods, sourced from Madagascar. And it is a perfume that helps provide education and healthcare. Again, always a worthy mission. And Vanilla Woods is very vanilla. It's exactly, and to their credit, all of these scents are exactly as they are written. There is no confusion over what kind of notes you're going to get. So this Vanilla Woods, I smell the woody part, and I smell the vanilla. It has a sweetness. It's beautiful. Could work for either gender, of course. Could work very well for fall and to the winter, and then from winter to perhaps early spring. You could probably wear this through the spring. I think it's a little too sweet for summer, but if you like it and you live somewhere where you like, hey, it stays a little cooler here, or if you just love the scent, of course, wear it whenever you want. But I think it goes really well with cooler months or transitioning to warm months. This doesn't remind me of hot weather. Now let's talk pairing, because that's when things get interesting. I actually think, because I like the Vanilla Woods, and I am partial, this is just my nose, I could see me pairing the Vanilla Woods with not the jasmine, but I could definitely see it paired with the Grapefruit Lime, interestingly enough. Yeah, that could be good, because this Vanilla Woods has a brightness to it. And perhaps also the, maybe with the Orange Blossom too. That could be good. That could be really good, actually. That could be very good. Likewise, the Patchouli Citrus, because it's citrusy, you could pair it with the Orange Blossom or the Grapefruit Lime. That should balance, because there's enough patchouli, and definitely the Vanilla Woods and the Patchouli Citrus could be pretty good together. I hope I didn't say no to that already. I don't think so. I don't like the rose amber with anything. Well, I take that back. You could pair the rose amber, and the Grapefruit Lime would probably brighten it up considerably. So that's the good thing about this kit. They encourage you to do a signature perfume by pairing two of the fragrances. Definitely, if you get a chance, go on to the 7 Virtues website, read any kind of reviews that they may have on there. Check out Sephora and Nordstrom. Look up whether or not they still have it at Nordstrom. I'll put a link if so, but definitely check those. See if they have any recommendations for how to pair, because I feel like pairing it would give you a better experience, but you gotta like the notes to start with. Though, like something like the Rose Amber, because it's floral and amber and it's very heavy, you definitely need to keep that in mind as you pair, unless you want something very heavy. So is it worthwhile? Absolutely. I'd buy it again. If I really like pairing them, I wouldn't want to buy any full-size bottles except for the Jasmine Neroli. But the rest, sure, in this trial kit, if I find a pair that works really well for me, I'll use it till I use it up. Then I'll do another combination until I use that up. And then at the end, I would buy another box and play around with the scents again. So it wouldn't be a complete waste. But yeah, just be cautious when you first spritz, because that first spritz will have you thinking that this smells not so good. But when these settle and dry down a bit, they come through a lot nicer. So that's my review. Again, this is $29. I hope you all are having a great day or evening. If you've made it this far, you should come on over and subscribe. I'd love to have you. I do all kinds of reviews and lifestyle stuff, and I'll have tons of videos coming in the next couple of weeks. So, you want to be here. You got to be here to see it. So I hope you all have a great day or evening wherever you are, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.